Just want to bring it in here, lads.
Whereabouts?
Yeah, just there would be fine, thanks. You're right about being on YouTube, yeah? Hey guys, how you all doing? I'm Paul and welcome to my channel Tech and Travel, where today I will be unboxing this 65-inch C9 LG OLED TV. Now, before we actually get into the unboxing itself, I want to say a massive thanks to the guys at box.co.uk who were kind enough to send me this TV to try out for a couple of weeks, unbox, you know, do some videos for you guys and, you know, generally just sort of help the channel out, create some content. But not only did they send me the TV to try out for a couple of weeks, they also sent me this LG soundbar, which is all mine to keep. So plenty of content to come in the future from that as well. And if you guys have got any suggestions of videos you'd like to see of the TV or the soundbar, please drop a comment in the comment section below. Yeah, give me some suggestions of what you'd like to see. You know, I'm going to do some comparisons between this one and my 65-inch B8 OLED, and also between the soundbar and my current amp and speaker setup. So not only have the guys at Box sorted me out, but also they've put together some exclusive offers for you guys, where I will leave, should I say, the links in the description. Limited time offers, so please go and check them out. They should start from today. And yeah, there's some really good savings to be had, especially if you want to buy the TV and soundbar together. You know, there's a few £100 saving to be had there. And even if you ain't looking to buy a TV or whatever at the moment, please go and check them out. You know, it'll help support the channel if you do. And, you know, maybe just have a browse round on the site, see if there's anything that maybe I can unbox in the future. Do you know what I mean? Let me know, sort of thing. So, moving on. What I'm going to do first is we will have a look around the box, unbox the TV, look around the accessories and whatnot, get it up on the wall and have a little run through of how it all works, and, you know, a bit of a general look around sort of the menus and such like. The soundbar, I'll be leaving that to another day. So like I said, subscribe if you'd like to see me get that unboxed, and any sort of other videos, you know, give me some suggestions if you know what you'd like to see. Right, so let's crack on with opening up this bad boy. Right, so starting on the outside of the box, LG OLED TV, 65-inch C9 with the OLED display, just in case you forgot once you read it up there. Thin QAI or Think AI, I'm not sure which way round you say it. Then we have the Alpha 9 Gen 2 processor, Dolby Vision stroke Dolby Atmos sound, and 40-watt speakers. Right, let's measure the box for you guys, just in case, you know, you want to go and pick it up from the store, or just generally want to know the dimensions for storage purposes. Right, got the old trusty tape measure out there. So first measurement, so we've got the length there at, what's that, 167 centimetres. Then we have the width at 20. Moving on to the height. And that is a measurement of 95 centimetres. Right, let's get these bands off and get it open. Right, got the old trusty scissors. And let's get these straps cut off. I now declare this box open. Go. Right, let's take that out. Right, so that's the lid off. Get all this polystyrene out of the way. Right, so we've got the first part of the TV exposed there, and first look at the screen. And we are first presented with the guarantee register thing, so ring up them, register your TV. And I want to point out to you guys that there is actually protective film across the whole front panel. There is tabs on either corner, which you will see when we get up on the wall. So I suggest leave that until the very last minute and then pull those off. But also, which is really important, which I didn't realise until a later date, that there's actually a whole protective film over the back of the panel. And again, it's really important that you take that off. I mean, I've already started pulling it slightly on this corner. There it is, as you can see. So again, make sure you take that off, and that would be best doing before, if you are wall mounting it, before you do that. So we've got the TV out of the box now and onto the floor. We've used the wrapping that was on the TV just to protect the screen a bit, even though it has got that screen protector on there. It's nice and soft because it's on a rug anyway. So let's have the first look round the back of the TV. Now, as you can probably tell, you can see that protective film that I talked about. Then we have the power cable. Now, once again, sadly, they've done it again this year where it's actually fitted. There is no way of officially sort of swapping that out. So if you want a longer one, you're out of luck, to be honest. In a minute, what I'll do, I'll get the tape measure out and actually measure that lead. But again, it doesn't seem to look much longer, or probably looks about the same as last year, if I'm honest, which is a bit of a shame. So moving on to the back, this is the cutout where you will have your tabletop stand mounted to. And then under here, these are your speakers. So it's very thin, as you can see. And we've got the mounting holes for your wall mounting bracket. Again, I'll measure those in a minute. And one thing I do want to point out to you guys is, if you've not had an OLED before, that generally most TVs will have the mounting holes for a wall mounted bracket. They'll be in the middle, where this is set to the bottom, where all the guts are. So if you are using your existing bracket, then there's a good chance the TV will sit higher up the wall than your previous model. So just bear that in mind, that you may have to move your bracket down the wall if your bracket hasn't got that much play on the mounting holes. Right, moving on to the inputs. So we have got a audio out for headphones, an optical out, LAN cable if you want to hardwire it for the internet. Then we have one HDMI and 2 USBs, an antenna cable and a satellite cable. Move around to the side. So this would be the left hand side as you look at the screen straight on. Just adjust my camera around her a bit. So USB in again there, 3 HDMIs, number 2 being ARC, which is audio return channel, and a card slot as well there. Now, one thing I have noticed, which is different to my model, is that on mine there is a little directional button there where you can turn the TV on, off and such like, and that is missing this time round. But there does seem to be, that the camera will pick it up, like a button just there, and I'm guessing that is taken over from the directional button that's now missing. So just something to bear in mind there. So what we do now is measure the power cable and see how long that is. Right, so let's have a look at the length on this power cable. Now we've got it undone. As you can see, it's very short. So just to bear in mind, again, when you're looking at the TV, the power cable comes out of the right hand side. So if you've got a socket that is on the left hand side of the TV, when you look at it, as you can see here, the power cable barely reaches past the end of the TV really. So you may have to get an extension lead, which I have got for mine. So let's have a look. And that is, if you go right to the end of it, we're looking at 1 meter 52 centimeters. So yeah, very short again, and there's something I wish LG would sort out, either given us a longer cable or the option just to be able to change it nice and easily. So the next thing we'll do now is remove off this backing, which should give us a first look at what it looks like without it. Satisfaction doing that. Not as nice as the front, but still satisfying nonetheless. Last little bit. And there we go. So I think now it's time to get the wall mount brackets on. Right, so I've got the brackets that will be fitting to this TV, and they will be going just like so. As you can see, they overhang there like that, but that's just the nature of this TV, the way it is. But what I will do for you guys now is measure these screw holes, because I know it's pretty important to know dimensions like this. So we're looking at 30, obviously 30 at the bottom as well, by 20. Now the other measurement that you guys I'm sure want to know is how long it is from the bottom screw hole to the bottom of the TV. And that is, going from the middle of the hole, is 14 centimetres. So what I'm going to do now is screw these on, and we'll get it up on the wall. Right, so I've got those two brackets on the back there now, which, as you can see, they've got like hooks on them, and they then just simply hook onto this rail up here. Got a spirit level on there, which is pretty handy for when you're first fitting it. And for anyone who wants to know where I got it from what I can remember, it was Amazon, and that was going back a fair few years now, and it cost me under 20 quid. So, you know, not too bad for the price. Seen me, you know, good for the last few TVs. So yeah, you know, there's no need to go out and buy really expensive brackets if you don't really want to. But I must admit, it's not the closest fitting bracket in the world, and I've said it before, and I will do eventually get a flusher fitting bracket that will, you know, look a lot neater. So what we'll do now is just lift it up onto the wall, and then we'll have a look at the accessories.
Perfect.
Right. Right, and there she is in all her glory. So we have got a pull tab in this corner and that corner, which we will pull off in a minute, just before we turn the TV on. But I just want to say to you guys, a bit of a tip here is, if you are going to wall mount it, realistically, you're going to need 2 people to do it. And traditionally, you'd hold one hand at the top corner, one hand at the bottom corner, and lift it on up. And that's what we've done before with ours. But in fact, that is the wrong way to do it. And you can, you know, risk damaging the TV. So the best way to do it is one hand on the bottom corner. And as you can see where all the guts of the TV are, put another hand, hold it in line with all that stuff there. because as you can see, the TV is so thin and fragile, you know, you've got a chance of actually doing damage to the panel itself. It does feel a bit weird doing it, but it is the most sturdiest way of actually doing that. Now, I mentioned earlier, as you can see, about the power cable being so short, and I'll show you my simple solution to that. Now, what I got here is just a simple single socket extension lead, about 5 meters long, I think it is. It costs me under £5, and I simply run that round the back, hook it up over the back there, plug it in, that's it. Problem solved. So what I'll do now, before we actually turn the TV on, we'll have a look around the accessories that we got here and have a look at the remote control. Right, so let's start off with this part first. I'm pretty sure this is the base for this stand. I'm not going to be obviously putting this together today, but I will put it together in one of my other videos where I compare this to my 65-inch LG OLED, and yeah, that's pretty weighty, that. But then you're going to need a fair old bit of weight to keep it sturdy, don't want it wobbling about. Let's see what's in there. And that's going to be the other part of the stand there, which when it's underneath the TV will be something like that. And as I explained earlier, you've got your speakers underneath, and that helps direct the sound out into the room. So setting that to the side there, got just a little plastic flap, and then we have your usual instructions and stuff. You know, most of it you might not read. Safety stuff there. Guide about the remote control, which looks to me like it's different this year. So we've got some screws there in the bag. Guessing that's a little cable tidy. Included batteries, AA's. Let's have a look at this remote control. So yeah, having a look at that there. Let's wrapper off. Yeah, so you've got it's glossy black underneath. The shape has not changed from my model, but we have got a slight difference on the button layout there. So we've got a button at the bottom there that says movies. So what we do now is pop the batteries in the back of the remote. I'll hook up the power cable, and then we will peel off the film. Power cable is now all plugged in, HDMI cable connected, and all that's left to do now is pull that screen protector off. So let's do it. One of my favourite bits, if you're a viewer of mine, you know I like doing this bit. So simply pull it off. Oh yeah, look at that. Wish I could have a job just doing this all day long. There it goes. Oh, I don't have pen and ink that. Oh. There it is. I know I've only just taken one down off the wall, but they still never fail to amaze me how nice they look. Got to be one of the best looking TVs out there you can buy, that's for sure. And I'll just show you how thin it is. Look at that, that's crazy. So, only thing left to do now is turn it on for the first time. Right, so we've got the remote control ready to turn the TV on for the first time, and I'll just show you guys who've not seen this remote before, close up of it. I must admit, it's not the best remote in the world. I've seen better looking ones, you know, for the sort of value of the TV. I think it's a bit sort of cheap looking, and it's not the best design. The way it's like round on the bottom there, so you put it on the side of your sofa, it's got a tendency to roll off. Not the biggest problem in the world, but you know, something just worth pointing out to you there. Yeah, I think they could design that just slightly better if you ask me. But anyway, so it's time to turn this TV on, and I'll be honest with you, I'm a bit nervous because I'm worried it's actually going to be better than my TV, and I ain't going to want to send it back. But anyway, let's turn on this power button and see what it's like. So first press, there we go. Got a little power button down, light down the bottom there. We've got Web OS. And straight away you can see, it's probably not coming across very well on camera, but how black it looks, and all the graphics are just so popping off the screen there. Lights going a little bit here at the moment, so the image is not its best on the camera. So we're being told here to press OK on the wheel, which you simply do by pressing down like that. There we go. It says about where we are. So let's go through this setup stage here now. And English, yeah. And if you haven't realised already, it is a magic remote. So it is like a wand Wii style type thing. So you just aim it, and it is very precise, I must admit. It's in that respect, it's an amazing remote. It's just the design that's, you know, sort of lacking a bit. But as you can see, it's nice and responsive. It is decent. So it's found where we are, and it's asking us, we're in this store or home, and we're at home. So we just click OK. Okay, next thing up is internet connection. So we've got wired or wireless. Again, just have to excuse the colours. My camera's going a bit weirder at the moment. That looks all washed out and like, I don't know, whitey sort of pink. Where it's actually a nice sort of like red colour. So anyway, I'm going to go to wireless and set that up. So we've got it all connected to the internet now, and now it's just asking us to do the usual sort of agreements. Just be warned, if you don't agree to some of these, that it may restrict you on some of the internet-based sort of apps and stuff. So I'm going to say select all on that and agree to it and move on to the next step. So now it's saying get ready to watch TV, and we're going to now connect up my devices. So I'm going to start that, and it says it's scanning. We've got HDMI 1 connected. What I will now do, I have got a Sky Q box there, and I will simply turn that on now, and then hopefully, with any luck, it should find something. Let's just try that again. So there we go. Right, so we've got a set-top box. How do you get your TV? You've got the postcode that you can put in there. So we've got set-top box, TV only, TV and set-top box. So mine is the set-top box only, being the Sky there. And now I'm going to enter my postcode. Right, that's all done now. We've got a yay come up on the screen. And there we go. We've got Sky working. And it says about optimizing the picture to turn on ultra deep color. So what I will do now is do that. Way that we do that is, right, there we go, we're back on track. So if you get your remote, hold down the settings button and then go to, where are we, picture, and then additional settings, and then HDMI ultra HD deep color. Now click on that. Now you're going to make, well, this is actually already turned on, so that's why the screen went blank. I forgot about that actually. That's my fault. I should have told you guys. But if you haven't done that, or you add another device, let's say you've got a PlayStation or Blu-ray player and you want to do, as it says, you know, sort of like your HDR content, you want to make sure that these are turned on. So HDMI 1 is turned on. Right, let's check out some of this stuff then. So on first impressions, the menu at the side here is different that was on my OLED. So something different to look at there. And let's get up the main menu buttons is in the sort of like hub. You press the home button. And as you can see, it brings up all your apps. Now, a little tip again. Now, some people just use, here we go, like the left and right buttons to scroll through, as you can see there. But either a press down on the scroll wheel or a shake of the remote will wake up the pointer, and you can move down and just move it across like that, nice and simple. Into the content store itself. And wait for that to load up. Close that up, and we'll go to apps at the top, and we go over to YouTube and click on it and see how long it takes to install. So I'm going to simply press down on the scroll wheel to install, and then it should start downloading it now. There we go, installing. And there we go. Simple as that. So it's launch YouTube. We don't want to sign in. So we go YouTube signed out. And let's have a look for some HDR content. So what I will do is move over and use the mic. HDR. No, not quite what I was looking for. HDR. There we go, that's better. So let's have a look along here then, shall we? Better do some sort of stuff that ain't copywritten. And we'll do this OLED one here. What I'm going to do as well, I'm going to change the picture settings, because this is on, what we got? Standard. I will leave it on standard HDR for now. Let's just change that resolution up, because it's on 1440p or no 140. Well, I don't know, whatever it is. There we go. That's better. Let's have a quick look around the TV. So let's just turn on my lamp here. There we go. You can see how thin it is. And I've got to say it, already I can tell you that that looks better than my B8 without a shadow of a doubt. Now I ain't just saying this because I've been sent this TV to try it. Hand on heart, that definitely does look better. Just seems clearer, sharper and brighter, to be honest. I'm not sure if they have increased in it this year, but from what I'm seeing, I'd say yes, they have. But then again, it's a lot more expensive TV than what I bought, so you know, I should expect it should be better looking. Let's have a look around the other side here. Again, look at those, how thin that is, and the viewing angle is amazing on it. Again, the colours ain't coming through as good on my camera as they are in real life. It's stunning. That red just looks beautiful. There we go. Let's fire up another one. Right, here we go with another one there. And again, that is, yeah, that's definitely brighter than my B8. That just looks, yeah, stunning. I definitely ain't going to want to send this back now. I'm being honest to God, guys. It is an improvement. But like I said, you know, it's more money. So, but it's, you know, when you have these products, you don't think they can be improved on. But yet somehow they manage to do it. It is pretty amazing, to be honest. I'm guessing, you know, if they, as far as I know, they all have exactly the same panel. So it's purely down to the processor itself. And I know in the B8, it's like a modified version of the processor from 2017, I believe. Yeah, this has got obviously the latest and greatest for 2019. So again, I'll just go around the side and show you guys how thin it is. It's just, it is mad. It's staggering how thin it is. And again, the viewing angles, look how good that is. You won't find anything like that on a traditional sort of LCD TV. You can sit as far around as you like. And again, the camera's not really doing it justice at all, to be honest. You know, it's better with my eyes than it is on camera. That is just mad. I can't, honest to God, I can't believe how much brighter it seems to look. Yeah, it's quite mad. I wish I could have some sort of meter to actually sort of, you know, check the difference in brightness between the two. Now, well, you know, I've clocked up over 2,000 hours on mine, so it could be that, you know, maybe it's just degrading slightly over time. You know, this is fresh out of the box, sort of, you know, so it's going to be as good as it can be. That said, I have not changed any of the picture settings yet, so I'd like to think that I could improve on these even more. And in a minute, I'm going to just show you guys one tip I would say to do when you first get it to improve the picture quality, I think, no end, or the brightness of the screen, and that's turn off the eco mode. So I tell you what, we're actually come out of this now. Oh, that's mad. That is absolutely mad. I'm gonna like a kid with a bloody new toy. I am. You wouldn't think I've had an OLED before, like looking at this lot, but I'm gonna be watching all the videos that I first did with my B8 again on this one tonight. To be honest, go through it. It's, do you know what I mean? It's like a whole new experience again. It's pretty mad. I wish you guys could actually see it, you know, in person, of how good this actually is. Right, so coming out of that anyway, I'm going to get too carried away, I'll tell you. So we'll exit that. And, oh, better not show too much on the old TV there, I'm getting all copyright. For some weird reason, it's come up Sky Deutschland. I mean, like, I don't know what that is. I ain't got a clue. I'm guessing me Skybox is telling the TV something wrong there, that, you know, we're in Germany or whatever, but there you go. Not a worry. So, long press on the menu button there, and yeah, so we've got picture mode is in eco mode anyway. This is just sort of the how it comes out of the box. I'm going to personally just change that to standard for now. I will change the settings later to my desired ones, and I will do a follow-up video showing you my settings at a later date. And if we go down to, where are we? Energy saving. Now personally, I turn this off. So as you can see there, the screen just brightened up. I mean, you have it on maximum, you'll see it, no doubt, dim down. Yeah, I don't personally bother with this, so I'm just going to turn it to off. There we go. And that will brighten it up no end. A lot of people forget about that and then wondering why it's dimming down and stuff. So yeah, you want to make sure that's turned off. Right, another tip I've got for you guys, if you get this TV fresh out of the box, and that's about, you might want to check for any software updates. Now again, simple way to do this, grab your remote, hold for a long press on the settings button. I'll just show you quickly. If you do one short press, what you do, you get up this like basic menu of things here. So just your picture settings, aspect ratio, sound mode, and you know, you can just change the very basic stuff there. Now you can press at the bottom of that list to go to the sort of like the main settings, but another way around to do it is holding down that power button, that settings button for a long press, and then you get up, you know, your more detailed settings. So anyway, once you've got that up, you want to go to General, and then go across and scroll down all the way to About This TV, and then it will come up with the software version, and then you simply press on check for updates. Now another tip, I would turn off automatic updates. Now recently has been an update, sorry, I'll put my teeth back in. There was recently an update for my B8 OLED, and I didn't do that, and it was actually turned to off for automatic updates, and the update actually caused some issues for some people. So you'd probably be glad to have that actually turned off. So when an update does come through and it notifies you, at least you can look online then and, you know, see if it's worth doing or not. So I'm going to check for an update, and it says there is an update, which I'm not going to do at the moment because I'm doing this video for you guys, but I will do, and you know, I'll let you guys know if it sort of does anything better to the TV. As far as I know, it will add I think it's the Apple TV app, which again I will cover in more detail in another video. Now another thing that I've noticed about this TV, which is an improvement over my B8, and that is the sound quality. So what I'll do now is give you guys a bit of a demo of it. So we'll find some no copyright sounds. No copyright sounds. And let's play some of this and see what it sounds like. Right, yeah, that sounds pretty good. This one has got 40-watt speakers in it. I think it may be a sub in there as well, I think, little sub. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it has. I know my one hasn't, and this definitely sounds more bassier. What I do, I change the sound mode. Yeah, I'll see what it sounds like. We've got cinema there, clear voice, sports, music, game. Yeah, that definitely sounds bassier than mine, that's for sure. Sounds right. So what I think we'll do, let's show off this picture a bit more. Let's have a, you know, back out and have a look at some more HDR stuff, I think. Because let's be honest, that's what you guys want to see. And yeah, that's what I want to show you. So let's go on to the HDR channel here and find some bit of content. Where should we go? I'll tell you what, we'll show you a little bit of 4K HDR gaming. Again, look at that. It's so rich. That is mad. How have they made it better than what I've got already? Honest to God, I can't believe it does actually look better. I mean, don't get me wrong, I appreciate my TV. It is still a stunning TV, but yeah. Don't forget, I will be doing a full comparison between mine and this. Let's have a look for something else. Yeah, where can we go? Here we go, this is a nice one. Look at that. Look at those black levels, man. Just proper pitch black, and then brilliant white. Again, my phone is sort of blowing out a little bit here, but it looks perfect in person. I mean, it just don't get any better than that. It really doesn't. Let's come in close and have a look. it is just crazy. It never fails to amaze me, you know, how it can be so black and so brilliant, you know, sort of white or whatever, you know, only like 1 pixel away. Right, so the final thing that I want to take a look at and show you guys is the gallery. Now, I think this is a great little feature for any of you guys who've never had an OLED before or seen it. And what it does, it basically turns your TV into just a picture frame. So we'll fire it up now and show you guys what it's like. So there we go. So as you can hear, plays a little bit of subtle music there. And what it does, just over a few seconds, it will change the picture and keep on rotating through various ones. Yeah, it looks really nice. In the daytime, I think it has a better effect because it's not so bright, and then it can sort of blend into your room a bit more. At the moment, because it's sort of a bit more dingy in here, it stands out a bit more. You could lower the sort of brightness down a bit, but I think it has a better effect in the daytime. And as you can see, when it dims down, you can see a reflection there on the TV. But again, when the brightness comes up, that's not a problem at all. Look, go right round there. I want to be honest with you guys and show what it's like. You can see reflection there as it goes. Boom. It's almost a bit like a mirror, isn't it? But again, I'll turn some lights on in there so you can see what they're like reflecting. It's got like a bit of like a pinky sort of hue when they reflect. That's like the coating on the screen. But when I'm sat there, you can see them a little bit there, you see. But I generally don't think it's an issue, the reflection on the TV. I mean, again, this is sort of exaggerated here on the camera a bit. That is just stunning, absolutely stunning. And there you have it then, guys. Hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up. Now, like I said, I've got this TV for a couple of weeks and I'm going to be putting it through its paces. So if there's, you know, any videos that you'd like to see, any suggestions, please leave a comment below, and, you know, I'll try and do as many as I can. Like I said, you know, this TV was loaned to me for a couple of weeks, but don't get me wrong, I ain't going to go easy on it. I still will put it through its paces. I will still be doing a burn-in test at the end of the 2 weeks. Not that I expect anything to be there, but I still will do that. And also a vertical banding test to see what the banding is like out of the box. So that should be interesting. Don't forget, also I've got the soundbar that I'll be doing an unboxing of. Again, any suggestions on videos to do with that, please leave a comment below on that as well. And yeah, just another shout out to the guys at box.co.uk who sent me the TV and the soundbar, because if it weren't for them, these videos wouldn't be possible. And like I said, they have got some offers on exclusive to you guys who are viewing, so please go and check them out. And if you have enjoyed this video, or, you know, looking forward to any of the ones that I suggested, please subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Oh, and just quickly get it in here, I've got a Galaxy Note 10 Plus 5G coming next week. So I'll be doing an unboxing for that if you guys want to see that. And also a DJI Osmo Mobile 3 gimbal. So yeah, got a couple of nice items turning up, so please feel free to join me for that. So hopefully you've enjoyed these videos, and, you know, check out the other ones as well, because I've got, you know, many more to do with my B8 OLED, so please check all those. And yeah, so thanks very much for joining me, and hopefully I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye for now.